Hey, this is Peter on episode number 5 of Rumble in the Jungle. We're going to go over the parts that it took to replace the clutch assembly in my 2018 Subaru STi. I want to give a shout out to my friend Naveen for referring me to his mechanic, Haig. And I want to give a shout out to my new friend Haig for helping me out.
Several days later.
Seen in the previous episode, I gave up on the flywheel from throttle and I was about to just replace the clutch. So I finally got my flywheel, decided to arrive Saturday morning. Throttle didn't provide the actual tracking number for the flywheel, just for the clutch kit. Let's go ahead and drive down the car all the way down to Astoria and get the car fixed. Clutch is 2,500 miles short from its actual intended lifetime. I used the recommended manufacturer 75W90 viscosity transmission front differential oil. Here's a picture of the stock flywheel and the stock clutch. There's a stock pressure plate behind the clutch and a throttle bearing on top of the clutch. Pictures of the throttle bearing. The back side didn't look too cooked, but the front had a little bit of the clutch material on it, something that had to be replaced with the whole assembly. Here's a picture of the stock clutch. The clutch didn't come to a complete failure. It just used up throughout its lifetime. 50,000 miles as intended. Here's a unclear picture of the stock pressure plate. It was replaced with a heavy-duty ACT pressure plate. Here's a picture of the back of the stock flywheel. In order to reuse this flywheel, it would have to be resurfaced. As seen in the picture here, the O-ring shows the wear on the stock flywheel, and it was replaced with ACT streetlight flywheel. Here's a picture of the advanced clutch technology's streetlight flywheel with the new pilot bearing, a piece that was almost not installed in this installation because of delayed shipping. Here's a picture of advanced clutch technology's heavy-duty clutch with the alignment tool still inside before the pressure plate is put on. Here's a picture of the advanced clutch technology's heavy-duty pressure plate installed and bolted onto the flywheel with the alignment tool taken out, ready for the transmission to be installed. Big shout out to Haig for taking these pictures while doing the installation. Here's a picture of the car on jack stands getting its clutch replaced. In this picture, the transmission is being put back on. Kids, don't try this at home. It takes a lot of experience to do this. I had Haig do this for me since he has plenty of experience with a lot of Subarus and other Japanese cars. Here's short footage of the transmission being bolted back on, as well as the shifting linkage, the drive shaft, the downpipe. So went ahead and filled up the transmission oil and differential oil through the front of the engine bay. Here from the top by the transmission.
Bell housing.
From the bell housing. Here is a unclear footage of the starter being bolted on to the back of the engine. The starter is responsible for spinning the flywheel and turning over the engine whenever the ignition is turned on. One of the worst parts was getting the top-mounted intercooler back on. Can't speak highly enough about Haig and his tools and custom tools he has in his possession to make the top-mounted intercooler installation very seamless and easy. Alright, so we are done putting in the new clutch kit, pressure plate, flywheel. Now we just gotta start the car and go for a test drive. Alright, so the car is complete. Let's go ahead and turn it on for the first time after the clutch replacement. Yeah, you can throw it out. Now the car is running. Let's go ahead and take it for a quick test drive. So I took my dad for a test drive. I definitely got the love for cars from my dad.
Gdzie jedziesz? Pomalej, Piotrek, kurwa, pomalej. Ty zgłupiałeś, ty.
After dropping my dad off, I went for a little spin around the block. Car started with no problem this morning. I checked underneath if there was any leaks, and there was no leaks. Everything was great. That is it for episode 5. What I can say is the advanced clutch technologies is worth the buy. The flywheel street light, heavy duty clutch and pressure plate. I see significant response in the engine throttle, as well as upshifting and downshifting. I would highly recommend for any STi owners to not even think about it and upgrade. And if you enjoyed this content and this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe, so any other car enthusiasts like yourself could tune in. Until the next one.